Hey everyone, you're tuned in to Common Motives. We're here today to pray to the music gods. Here's a list of places you can find me. Today was a busy day for me. I went downtown very early in the day, had to get some chores done, and then I went to come home on the bus, and the bus never showed up, so I had to walk all the way home. This video is going up super late. I apologize for that, but hopefully you'll forgive me for that. Today we're going to go touch basics on the Citrus synth in FL Studio. And as I go over in the video, it's one of those things that you have to spend more time on. The more time you spend, the better results you get. So in this little time frame, I wasn't really able to get anything too creative, but hopefully I went over the basics enough to get you started. And I'm going to move this walkthrough style video to Wednesdays, so then we can call it Walkthrough Wednesday. I think that sounds a lot better. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the video. Hope you enjoy. Cheers. Hey everyone. Today is a jam-packed day for me, so I'm not going to be making too long of a video, but I wanted to get into some Citrus. I'll show you guys in a minute. We'll pick out some drums quickly first. Shorten up the attack, hold, decay, and sustain. So you got a nice little, it's like a quick hit instead of that long bassy hit. Grab a snare. Yeah, I guess we'll go for some dubstep style. That's what a Citrus is good for. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of, I guess I'll talk about this in the intro, but I was thinking of making the walkthrough days on Wednesday, so then we can call it Walkthrough Wednesday. So maybe we'll start on Wednesday next week. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to these little two arrows at the top right of Citrus, right click and go up to the top left and click default. It'll bring it back to the default settings. We got the sine wave, and I'm just going to briefly touch on what I'm doing. Hopefully I'll explain it in, I don't know, a good way, I guess. But what we're going to do first is make a pluck. So I'm going to turn the pitch up. And up in the top left here of FL Studio, you'll see a number when you raise or decrease, increase or decrease the pitch knob. So you want to go up to 12 semitones. That means it's raising up an octave. So 12 semitones is an octave. We're going to go at the top over to operator 1. We're going to change it to a square wave. And we're going to go down below the volume envelope. We're going to bring, actually first we're going to want to go down to the bottom and click this little circle. That'll turn on the filter. You're going to want to bring the top point back all the way and tighten up the second button or knob, I guess. I'm not sure what that's called. And then you can bring out the bottom one. That'll increase the release time. So if you can hear, it takes a little while for the note to disappear, as opposed to having it off completely. It stops the note completely. So you want to have a little bit of release. And this is where I kind of get lost in Citrus. There's this little matrix window here. You can turn up certain knobs to get different effects and stuff, or like, not effects, but it alters the sound of the instrument. So I'm kind of just going to do some trial and error stuff here by blending one into itself. So you have 1 and 1 on both the top and the side. This little knob here means that 1 is feeding into itself. I'm going to go back to the main tab and we're going to look at the voicings here. I'm going to turn the order up to 3. So that widened out the sound a little bit. And you've got pan, which is how far the voices are panned. So right now we have 3 voices. If we have this knob all the way down, then it's not being widened. If you turn it up all the way, now it's wider. We can turn down the volume a little bit. Yeah, the pitch, I guess you can turn it down all the way. Now I'm going to go back to operator 1. I'm just going to mess with the sound a little bit here and see what I can come up with. Okay, I can't get much out of that, so I'm going to go over to operator 2. And I'm going to turn up this knob here. That means 2 will feed into 1. You don't get a great sound out of that, so I'm going to go try to do the same thing here in this little window. Try to alter the sound a bit. You can right click on these knobs to disable them so you can hear what it sounds like without it. Not much of a change. So if we go over here, we can turn operator 2 to the output. That'll essentially turn on the second operator. And so yeah, it just goes through to the output, basically. We're going to go to operator 1 and go down to this little arrow here, click it, and then go copy state. We're going to go to operator 2, down to the little arrow, and paste state. So now they both have the same envelope. And up here, where it has a number, this is kind of like raising semitones and stuff. But the way it works is you have to times it by 2. So if you start at 0, you want to times it by 2, so it'll be 0.5, and then you times it by 2 again, it'll be 1, times it by 2, it'll be 2, and times it by 2 again, and it'll be 4. Don't ask me why it's like that. I don't know. I'm not very happy with the sound that I got. Operator 3, just messing around with the shape of the sine wave, or the wave, I guess. Not really a sine wave after you've done that to it. But go down to the bottom arrow, paste state. I'm going to edit out some of these frequencies, so I'm going to bring it up. Channel 19 in the mixer. Parametric EQ2. Look at all that low end that we don't need. Right click on these 2 little arrows. Down to, you can pick any of these 3 and then drag up the bottom point. I'm going to throw some delay on it. I know I'm probably not doing a very good job of explaining this, but if you have any questions, leave them in the comments or wherever you prefer to reach out to me. Just leave a question and I'll get back to it if I can. It's so loud. gonna try to bring down some of the reflections of the delay. That's a bit better. See how it sounds with our drum pattern. Need to fix the snare, make it sound better. Yeah, we're gonna add a sound godizer to this snare. Well, let's add one to the kick as well. Put some EQ on the clap. Turn up this little dash on the green band. Bring it all the way to the top and then down one, and you'll get this point. Move around. The hi-hat. On channel 9. You can't hear it over the rest of the stuff. We'll try sound godizer. Copy and paste our melody to make a, we're going to make a bass line in here. Insert another citrus. Right click the arrows, default. And we're going to want to go to the main page and bring the pitch down 12 semitones. Again, you see that up in the left window here. The number decreases. So yeah, you want to go to minus 24. Increase the voices. Yeah, yeah, basses get wacky whenever you insert or turn on use matrix buttons here. And you can modulate it so that it does that. Just gonna try to get a decent sound here. Then you want to turn it all the way up, go down to the volume tab and click on envelope. And then you want to go down to this little button, turn it on to enable the envelope. And then, yeah, this shape will determine the shape of the sound blending. We're going to go to volume LFO. Right click on these points and delete. I'm going to delete these. You can delete those two and then use this third one to make an LFO. Or I guess, I'm not sure what it would be called. A sine wave? You want to decrease the speed or increase depending on what you want. And then you're going to decrease or increase the tension. So that'll be either a triangle wave or a sine wave or a square wave. So we want to go sine wave. And we got to copy the state down at the little arrow. Click on that, copy state. Operator 1, down to the arrow, paste state. Make sure you're in volume LFO. We want to increase the speed a bit. Easily just copy and paste. I kind of made a terrible bass sound, but trying to just give a general sense of what I'm trying to do here. This little cogwheel up at the top. Go down to the wrench. Go over to this window here, click mono. and just a slide down. You want to make these notes overlap each other. There's more stuff you can do with Citrus too. You can change the mod matrix here. Trying to get a good example here. I think if you go to mod and change the X and Y. Oh wait, it's if you go to filter. Go to filter, then go to cut for cutoff, and then change the mod Y. And then change the mod X to be the opposite. And there we go. Not sure why it's not really doing anything. Maybe it's just the sound that I made. If anybody knows why it's not reflecting my changes here, that'd be good to know. Thought I might have had to turn on the effects chains or something. I don't know. I'm not a genius at this stuff. I'm kind of just learning as I go too. So hopefully you learned something. And again, if the more time you spend on this matrix window blending sounds together, you can get some really complex stuff. I used to use Citrus mostly exclusively before I had a job and was able to afford VSTs and stuff. My go-to used to be Citrus. And I know the longer you spend on working on a specific sound, you'll get more out of it. But for the sake of doing a little demonstration and a small time frame, it doesn't really work out. So again, I encourage you all to get out there and try to make something with it. And I guess I'll end the episode here. Yeah, hope you learned something. Like, comment, subscribe, leave questions. I'll try to get back to you. Or just say, hey, what's up? And that's cool too. See you on the next one.